Okay, here we have a Trav-ler AA5 tube radio in a Bakelite cabinet, complete with painted knobs, painted gold knobs. Someone took the liberty to paint the knobs and some of this trim around here back a gold with a paintbrush, it looked like. But the dial looks like it's still in pretty good shape, and other than a little dust, it's not too bad. There's no cracks in the case, and it looks pretty good. This is a model 5171, and that model number puts it around, I believe, 1952. So let's fire it up and see what happens. And we have a normal filter hum. Sound like we had a little bit of a signal trying to come in. Jumbled mess. So let's pull the back off of it and see what we can do with it. And here's the chassis, the typical 5 tube set from the early 50s, late 40s, early 50s. Well, this one manufactured in 1952, so kind of reminds me of a chassis out of an Admiral from about the same year. And it looks like we have all of our original paper capacitors, including the noisy filter capacitor. And I think first things first, we need to try to get this replaced. And it looks like we have 250 microfarad. It's a dual section capacitor, so we have 250 microfarad at 150 volts, and our black negative. So I think I have just the capacitor to put back in this one. And I just so happen to have a reproduction filter capacitor and one of these type in my junk from a prior radio project, and I've been waiting on the right set to use it in, so hopefully we'll be able to use that one on here. Okay, I got our capacitors replaced and a few resistors that were out of tolerance. Gotta replace 4 resistors. This one here between the first audio tube and the output tube, and this one here and that one there, and this 33 ohm resistor that come off the rectifier tube. All of our paper capacitors are replaced, and our filter capacitor, the reproduction filter capacitor that I had, put it back in there, replace that. So everything looks pretty decent. I need to replace the power cord on this set because the end is pretty gone. It crumbled in my hand. And of course we got this hacked up, taped up crap here, so I need to replace that. But other than that, it should be ready to go. See if I can plug this thing in without getting shocked. Plays pretty good.
First team first, and then McElwain went out.
There's some skip coming in. I also did perform an alignment on this set, which brought the ears up quite a bit on it. There was two of these, this one and this one here was off a pretty good bit, so it brought up the reception quite a bit. I didn't do that on camera because it's really hard to do an alignment, a good alignment with with one hand trying to hold the camera. Okay, well, about the only thing I got left is I need to replace that power cord and check the tubes. Okay, checking the 50L6 audio output tube. I would not hit the off button. Oh yeah, very strong, about 85, almost 90%. That's almost new old stock strength on this thing. This is pretty stingy. Really strong there. Alright, checking the 35Z5 rectifier tube. Oh yeah, almost a brand new tube strength there. And checking the 12SA7, the oscillator and RF amp tube. About 63–62%. And checking this 12SK7 that the actual metal band on the base is separated from. I guess the glue up under it turned loose. It's weak. It's a little over 40%. So that one will need to be replaced anyway. But it'll have to do until I can get a replacement for it, because I don't have one of these in my stash. And checking the 12SQ7, which is the first audio tube on this set, and it's almost dead. It's about 20%, and it climbs a little bit. Yeah, that one's basically dead. These two weakest tubes are original Trav-ler tubes, so it's no surprise. Okay, now we have a replacement 12SQ7. I ordered these off of online on eBay. And I'm gonna tell you right now, these eBay sellers always end up sending you this crap, you know, the weak emissions crap tubes, you know. This one passes. This one's a little bit better than the other one, but now this is the second set of tubes from the same seller. And the first set of tubes I got were reading in the question mark range, and then the second set of tubes, well, this is the second batch of tubes that I've gotten. They sent me a replacement. I said, send me some that are stronger. This is not what considered strong. This 60 something percent, but it backs up a little bit. You know, I mean, that's not what I'd consider strong. It's okay, you know. On this tester, strong is over here towards 80%. The new old stock will be about 90, and I've hardly ever had it peg out. So it's a little stingy, but this is not what I would consider strong to new old stock. Now this one's better than the other one I'm about to show you, the SK7. This is an SQ7. Now here's an example of this weak emissions crap that they send you online, and even when you complain about it, they send you another weak one. I mean, I don't understand what these people think, that people don't test their tubes when they get them offline. They just slap them in a piece of equipment and go on. But I mean, this is crap right here. I mean, borderline, you know, good, you know. This isn't gonna last very long, you know. So eventually I'm gonna have to end up getting another tube. I guess I'll just have to get one from Antique Electronic Supply. At least when they send you tubes, they're strong. You might have to pay for them, but at least they're decent when you get them. Just to prove my point, here is an example of a good 12 SK7. You know, I mean, if you're gonna send somebody something, at least send them something that's around 70%. You know, I mean, this is better than the other crap they sent me in the mail. And here's the 12 SK7 they sent me the first time. When I initially ordered the tubes, they sent me this thing. You know. Well, that's just not acceptable, you know. This low emissions crap they send you because, you know, you're dealing with somebody through the mail and you're a faceless person, you know, to them. So, you know, they're going to try to unload their weak tubes to you, and I guess they expect you not to even test them when you get them. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox about these tubes and go ahead and get this radio back together and playing.
Personal credit.
Okay, we got it all put back together and the tubes installed. Well, the only thing I can say is the emissions on these tubes are stronger than what come out of it. It plays okay, I guess.
He walks beside me.
During the daytime, so I'm not going to pick up a whole lot. It's picking up that computer, I believe.
Wellstar Health System, where they believe in life well lived. Visit wellstar.org.
Well, it's not doing too bad. That station's about 45 miles away. Okay, well, I guess it's going to wrap this one up. And here, that's about it for this 52 model Trav-ler. Thanks for watching.